To understand the Mongols, you must first understand their home, the vast Mongolian steppe. Imagine endless grasslands stretching to the horizon, under a sky so wide it feels infinite. The wind sweeps across this open land, shaping a people who learn to see far and think big. The steppe's harsh seasons, freezing winters, scorching summers, demanded resilience and adaptability. Here, survival meant reading the clouds, finding water, and protecting herds from the elements. The wealth of a Mongol family was measured in animals, not gold. Their homes, called gurs, were round, portable tents, ready to move with the herds at a moment's notice. Life was a constant migration, following the rhythm of grass and water. Children learned to ride before they could walk, growing up with independence and a deep bond to the land. The steppe was a world of movement and freedom, forging a spirit of toughness and vision. This land produced the Mongol warriors, people shaped by endless horizons and a relentless climate. The steppe was not just their home, it was the force that forged their destiny. It demanded strength, unity, and a belief that anything was possible. The Mongols' connection to their land gave them a power outsiders could never understand. Their world was simple, mobile, and fiercely independent. The spirit of the steppe would one day fuel the conquest of half the world. In this land of sky and grass, the seeds of empire were sown. The Mongols' story begins here, where the earth meets the sky. The Mongol Empire became the largest contiguous land empire in history. At its peak, it stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Europe, connecting civilizations that had barely known each other. Over 100 million people, more than a quarter of the world's population, lived under Mongol rule. The Mongols, once a small nomadic tribe, governed a vast, diverse territory with revolutionary organization. They allowed local customs and religions, as long as taxes were paid and laws obeyed. Their empire redrew the map, breaking barriers and creating new connections. For the first time, goods, ideas, and people could travel safely from China to Europe. The Mongols' roads and relay stations made this possible, uniting Eurasia in ways never seen before. Their achievement remains a testament to ambition, organization, and willpower. Mongol life revolved around their herds and the search for pasture. Each day began with milking and tending animals: horses, sheep, goats, camels. Their diet was simple: meat, milk, and fermented arag, with little grain or vegetables. Gurs, their round felt tents, could be packed and moved in hours, perfect for a nomadic life. Every part of the animal was used: meat for food, hides for clothing, wool for felt, bones for tools. Community was essential. Families formed clans and tribes, relying on each other for survival. Children learned to ride and shoot from a young age, girls managed the household, and everyone worked together. This mutual dependence created a strong social fabric. The Mongols' mobility, adaptability, and unity were the foundation of their strength. Their way of life demanded toughness and cooperation. These skills would soon be turned to conquest. The heartbeat of the steppe echoed in every Mongol camp. Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan, was born into hardship. After his father's murder, his family was abandoned and left to survive alone on the steppe. Temujin learned resilience, loyalty, and the dangers of disunity. As he grew, he attracted followers with his vision of a united Mongol people. He formed alliances, defeated rivals, and promoted warriors based on merit, not birth. Temujin broke old tribal loyalties, integrating conquered people into new units loyal to him. This unification was long and bloody. but it forged a new Mongol identity. By 1206, he had united the tribes and was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler. He ended generations of internal warfare and gave his people a common purpose. With the tribes united, Genghis Khan turned outward. The energy once spent on tribal conflict was now aimed at the world beyond the steppe. His leadership transformed the Mongols from scattered clans into a nation. Genghis Khan's rise was the beginning of a new era. The world would soon feel the force of his ambition. The steppe had produced its greatest leader. The Mongol army's power rested on the horse. Warriors rode for days, switching between several horses for unmatched speed and endurance. Their main weapon was the composite bow, small, powerful, and perfect for shooting from horseback. Mongol archers could fire accurately at full gallop, overwhelming enemies with storms of arrows. For close combat, they used sabers, lances, and axes, protected by light, flexible armor. The army was organized by tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, with leaders chosen for skill and loyalty. This structure created discipline and unity. Light cavalry harassed, heavy cavalry delivered the final blow. The Mongol army's mobility and tactics made it nearly unstoppable. Their mastery of horse and bow changed the face of warfare forever. Speed was the Mongols' greatest weapon. Before campaigns, they gathered intelligence with spies and scouts, mapping enemy lands. Their messenger system, the Yam, relayed orders across the empire at lightning speed. On the battlefield, they used deception, like the feigned retreat, to lure enemies into traps. Multiple armies attacked from different directions, sowing confusion and preventing resistance. They bypassed strongholds, striking deep and fast, then returned to capture cities. Their strategic depth and rapid movement left enemies reeling. The Mongols' campaigns were models of precision, speed, and surprise. The Mongols wielded terror as a weapon. Cities that surrendered were spared. Those that resisted faced destruction. News of massacres spread, paralyzing future opponents with fear. This policy saved Mongol lives and resources, as many surrendered without a fight. Inside their ranks, discipline was absolute. Violating orders could mean death for entire units. The Yasa, their code of law, demanded loyalty and obedience. This iron discipline made the Mongol army a unified force. Their enemies were divided. The Mongols acted as one. Brutal methods, but brutally effective. Fear and discipline were the twin engines of Mongol conquest. After conquest, the Mongols brought peace, Pax Mongolica. They united Eurasia, making travel and trade safer than ever before. The Silk Road flourished, goods and ideas flowing between East and West. The Mongols protected merchants, built relay stations, and even introduced paper currency. Technologies like gunpowder and the compass spread across continents. Religious tolerance was policy. All faiths were allowed. Knowledge, inventions, and cultures mingled in Mongol lands. The world became more connected, horizons broadened. The Mongol Empire was a bridge between civilizations. Their rule laid the groundwork for the modern, globalized world. The Mongol Empire reshaped the world through unity, discipline, and innovation. For a brief era, nomads ruled half the globe, connecting distant cultures. Their military genius set new standards: speed, organization, and psychological warfare. The Mongol horse archer became a symbol of power and mobility. Beyond conquest, they created the first global network of trade and ideas. The Pax Mongolica accelerated development and inspired the European Renaissance. Genghis Khan's greatest legacy was forging a nation from chaos. Though the empire faded, its influence endured. The Mongols redrew the world's map, clearing the way for new empires. The shadow of the great Khan's horsemen still gallops across history, a reminder of the power of the steppe.